with Auntie Leah. Yeah, let's get it, let's do it, let's go. Yeah, let's go, let's get it with Auntie Leah. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Nothing better than kicking it with Auntie Leah. Oh yeah. Auntie Leah is in the house. Yeah. We are kicking it with Auntie Leah. Yeah, let's get it, let's do it. Come on in. Come on in now. So Auntie Leah can do a thing. Yeah.
Hey guys, what it do? Hey, come on in. Can you guys hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Ooh, I need to get a better setup because whoa, I can't even center. And if my cat jump up in here in front of us, y'all please forgive my cat. She don't know no better. She wants some water or something, but I don't got time for her right now. I got to tend to what I was doing. How's everybody doing today? This live was not planned. It was not planned. I just felt like I just wanted to tap in with my. Here she go. Get down. Y'all forgive me, but this Delilah, my black cat. Well, I got 2 black cats, and I got 1 tabby cat. But Delilah, she get on my nerves. She thinks she can just hop up on here anytime she wants to. I'll be working. She be sending emails and chats to the job, resigning, typing all on my keyboard while I'm trying to work. She gonna be mad when I can't afford a cat treat. And she resigned me on accident. Her black behind. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Nick. Hi, Kat. Hi, BB girl Trey. Welcome. I've never seen you before. Thank you. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hi, Patricia Blair. Yes, Kat. Delilah be trying to get me fired, girl. Sending all kind of stuff. Just jumping on my desk and typing on the keyboard. What is wrong with these cats and dogs of mine? I got 3 cats. I do because I live behind a cornfield. And no, I can't do no field mice. So I had to get cats. I got 2 dogs and I got about 20 koi fish. Those are my pets. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. Like I said, this was not planned. Matter of fact, I was in the middle of watching a little bit of Ticket TV. He has a special guest, a reporter that's in the courtroom during the Diddy trial. If y'all want to just listen to that with me for a minute so we can get a little update, because she got the tea, y'all. She got the tea. So let's just listen to a little bit of that. She is bringing it, and Ticket is asking those questions. And most of us need the diddler is do what by behind
motion denies the discrimination thing, denies all those things. Denies. So what makes you think, from what you've seen, that the judge not feeling them?
Yeah, well, I think that's a good point. The judge definitely felt like he might have been deceived. I think we all were a little confused by that whole legal pad thing. And I think Diddy's lawyers might have been a little confused as well. I think they kind of felt like they all got the wool pulled over. But I will say his rulings today were I guess a little bit more fair in my opinion, but generally he's kind of been ruling with the government. I think that before the trial started,
he doesn't mind.
Diddy had submitted a motion, or his team had submitted a motion to get rid of the 2 transportation to engage in prostitution charges based on racial bias. Ooh, and you know, at first I was like, "Oh, that's BS." And now that I think about those charges, I'm kind of like,
yeah, I'll drop some my links.
I mean, I feel like they're kind of reaching there, and this is horrible to say, but like, how many like hedge fund guys or like loaded guys will go on a trip? You know, they've got a lot of money. Maybe they hang out at a certain spot where they pay these women, and they fly the women out to meet them, you know, in wherever, Miami for the weekend. I mean, they don't get, it's just, you know, I feel like I go back and forth, but I think that, yeah, some of the calls when you hear the objections and you're like, well, you know, you could have sustained that one, but he doesn't.
So he just, so, I mean, his reaction to Diddy's team is not like an ingracious reaction. Like I like you guys. Like I have a, you know,
yes,
how do you see his demeanor? That's what I want to ask you.
Well, he's cool. Like he's a chill judge and he runs a tight courtroom, which I appreciate. I was in Harvey Weinstein 2 weeks ago, and that judge is so lackadaisical. You know, he doesn't start on time. He gives like 1.5-hour lunch breaks. This guy is like, we are starting now. We are going through everything we need to go through. You get 30 minutes for lunch. That's it. And then we're out of here. So
somebody say,
it's
like, take a check, don't get blocked.
I just felt like, what was it? Before, I think some people were asking about a jury note or a jury letter. So I think there has been some concern about the videos that we're going to see because they are basically pornos. And so they were, I guess, I believe, if I heard correctly, because I was kind of half paying attention, but they want to seal some of these videos for like jurors only to watch privately or with headphones. And they want to, I guess, seal them from the press and from the public in the courtroom. And I think a jury member had brought this up, if I'm not mistaken. Don't take that for fact, but because again, I was half listening, this was very much at the start of the morning. So I need to go back and look into that. But that is
but that's the same. There was one juror, and I don't know if you saw this. He said he was going to do an exhibit on this. If something happened with a juror, did they lose a juror today? Like it was something about a letter. It was something about a letter. No, this news came out today.
Oh,
it was something about a juror and a letter. It was a letter and a juror today. I don't know exactly what it was, but today it was something with a juror, and it was a letter. I think that either the juror wrote or somebody wrote, but it was also that they said that they're going to put something in exhibit as evidence. You didn't hear about that today? Let
me see. No, I was talking about the videos.
I know what you're talking about. No, I know what you're talking about. I'm asking you about something that everybody else was talking about as well, because that was in the transcript. Something about a juror today, and the juror wrote a letter.
Yeah, I heard about the juror letter, but again, it came right either concurrently or like right before this discussion about the tapes. That's why I was like, oh, a jury member probably brought it up. But let me fact check that, because I feel like, yeah, the juror letter, I'm not really seeing anything. I really thought that was last week.
No, that came up today.
Ma'am, that was today.
Transcripts today as well. Attention. I know what you're talking about the last week, but it came up today in the transcript.
What's the date today? This is gonna bother me. Oh my gosh, if I don't.
Hey, and while you're thinking about that, I want to ask you like 2 or 3 more things real quick. Celebrities. Yeah. So she dropped celebrity names today. Now we know she dropped Suge Knight's name.
Yeah.
She dropped what's his name? Dallas Austin's name, if I'm not mistaken, the producer.
Yep, she did.
She dropped. She talked about Kim Porter's name.
Oh.
Now, yes. Why do you think she brought up? Because this is where I'll be sure maybe leak in my opinion. Why do you think she brought Kim Porter's name up a couple of times?
Well, she only brought up Kim Porter's name because there was a photo that she was shown, and she had to point out who everybody was. And when she got to Kim, you know what she said about Kim that I found interesting? She said Kim Porter was Diddy's ex. And then she stopped. And there's like a pause. And then the prosecutor almost went on. And then she goes, oh, and the mother of his kids. I was like, definitely still feeling a little insecure or jealous of Kim, I think. And that's not a dig at Cassie at all. She was in love with Diddy, and Kim Porter, Cassie went to Kim Porter's funeral where Diddy called Kim his soulmate. So, yeah. So I thought that was really interesting, the way she kind of spoke about Kim, kind of like, oh, she was just an ex. Just an ex? Diddy said it was his soulmate, the mother of his children. I mean, I was like, ooh, that's interesting.
Do you think anything like about that, her name will come back up in this trial?
Kim, I mean, listen, I love a good conspiracy. I see, because I wanted to know the truth. Did he do something? And truthfully, he didn't do anything. I think
I'll be sure said. Now, see, that's why I gotta stop you. This is where me and you, what we're gonna get into a little bit right here. I'll be sure said she was in perfect health, and then they put up a picture of them together. He said they was at this event together, and it was true, they were at this event because they showed that picture. And I'll be sure says that he's at this event and he's pumping up Diddy like, yeah, what's up, man? And he says she's looking at him from the back saying, no.
Well, maybe that's something different, but there's no poison that mimics pneumonia. There's no chemicals that can mimic pneumonia.
Wait a minute, ma'am. That's not what Jack said.
What happened with Brittany Murphy as well, to a degree. I still have questions about Brittany Murphy, but it's the whole celebrity rich disease. You get these doctors that come to you when you really should be going to the hospital, getting certain treatments. These doctors are giving you quick fixes. They're giving you Z-Pak. And when Kim was so sick with this pneumonia, her autopsy report, I mean, her lungs are like furry, yellow and furry, and she gets a massage that day. That is awful. So she's going weeks, without getting treated. Weeks, Additionally, she did not live a healthy lifestyle with Sean Combs. The constant drug use, the malnutrition. I mean, all of this combined, unless somebody messed with her autopsy report, which again, I'm fine with acknowledging that. I told you, I love a good conspiracy. What I saw with this pathologist, it didn't make sense.
So why do you think I'll be sure will be so certain then? Because I'll be sure said he said she was in great health. Because when they asked him this, they asked him that on the news. I know you saw the interview. And he as soon as they asked him, he says, no. She was in great health.
She could have been, again, but not. Also, how does he know she's in great health? Is he the doctor with her looking at her? I mean, I can tell my husband I'm in great health, but he doesn't see my actual charts. He doesn't see that I have high cholesterol. So he can say that all he wants. And maybe she was saying, no, because she's scared of whatever else. But like I said, I think that it had a lot to do with maybe a weak immune system. There's not a poison that mimics this. So
what happened? So let me ask you this. So why you say that? So then what happened to I'll be sure?
I don't know enough there. I mean, I have thoughts
how
about
did Al be sure out of the blue all of a sudden get hooked up in tubes fighting for his life? I'm just asking a question. That's all. I'm just asking you a question because what you said about Kim, and like I said, I haven't looked at none of the paperwork. I'm just saying what Al said. Al said she was perfectly healthy, shortly before that. That's what Al said. I'm not close to them. I don't know them. So I can't speak on that. But then when you look at Al said all of a sudden he just got tubes in his throat, tubes in his mouth, out of the blue.
Listen, I like to talk about what I am pretty certain of, I guess, or things that I've actually looked into. I have not looked into his death. So I will, I'll put that.
No, his incident, his incident. He's not dead. His sickness. You said
what you said?
No, you said his death. He ain't dead.
Whatever, the illness. Sorry.
Yeah.
His illness. I'm just saying, I don't know enough about that. I just know about Kim Porter and what I feel. But like I said, she was abused. She was hurt. I feel like she did not live a super healthy lifestyle with Diddy. And, you know, I have thoughts about Kimora Lee Simmons, her house being lit on fire after she spoke out about Diddy or supported Cassie. Like I have thoughts there that I don't necessarily want to put out into the universe just so I don't, you know, get in trouble. But like I said, I love a good conspiracy, but I love the truth. And when I feel like something is the truth, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. But yeah.
One of the last questions I want to ask you, and this is one of the biggest ones: subpoenas, celebrity witness or witnesses.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought
have you heard
at first? I was
have you heard any of these things? Have you heard about any of these things? Subpoenas, people being subpoenaed, potentially witnesses who may speak. Have you heard of any of these things creeping around the courthouse?
So I think that a lot of us thought during opening statements, they were going to bust out this scroll and say, you know, J-Lo's going to come on the stand and Shine's going to talk about this and blah, blah, blah. LeBron, whoever. They didn't, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Perhaps they did not do this because they don't want to create some kind of frenzy when there already is a frenzy. But I have to think that somebody in his past that is high profile is going to testify. I have to think that. I do.
Under alias, or I mean under Jane Doe or pseudonym, or under their real names?
You know, I think they'd have to testify under their real name. You know, but because unless they're a victim or a survivor, I just don't know if it would be publicized, you know.
Okay, so man, that's something else. So you being around the courtroom,
where's Jaguar Wright?
Have you seen any other celebrities there, or not really?
Yeah, I mean, there's no celebrities there, but his inner circle is there, like his publicist is there.
She sounds like she's trying to keep her job.
Yeah, but definitely.
Is Christina Coram there? Did you see Christina Coram there?
I didn't see her. And you know, I wonder if she's on the witness list.
Did you see Christina Coram, James Cruz, any of these people there?
No, we saw Christina's picture.
Wow. And you said, hold on. And you said,
y'all hit the like button as you come in and share the live, please.
You said something.
And make sure after you hit the live,
so you haven't seen Christina Coram.
Subscribe, hit the bell.
You haven't seen James Cruz.
And choose all notifications.
You haven't seen Jennifer. You haven't seen Jennifer Lopez.
Right,
no.
BB.
Have you seen Kid
Baby
Cudi?
Girl Tay?
No.
Have you seen? Man, that's crazy. So you said, hold on. So let me get this right. You said that most of the people that are going to testify or going to be subpoenaed to testify, they're not supposed to be in the court, basically.
No, but yes, you're correct. They should not be in the courtroom if they're going to testify.
Wow. Nick, I dropped the link.
So the fact that all these people aren't there adds more
everybody say, hey, nephew,
to this entire situation.
Well, J-Lo, I don't think would.
No, I ain't saying her, but I'm just saying in general. I'm saying in general because when you think about it, at some point in time during this trial, they can subpoena anybody. They send you a subpoena to come. You got to come
baby
testify.
Girl Tay.
Yeah, I mean, generally the witness list is submitted beforehand.
Everybody welcome Nick to the stage.
So they should already have that. Like, yes, you
can. But I just hold on.
Hey guys.
That's not. Well, let me ask you just what happened today.
I can hear you, babe.
And you should know about this. They said that they wanted to remove Cassie's husband from the courthouse. Now,
that's
different. This lady caping.
Why is that?
They might call him.
Lock
so she wanted him there for
justice for Natania Reuben
support
all day, every day.
God knows why I probably wouldn't want my husband to hear all that, but you know,
don't let him.
The defense was saying, well, you know, we may call him because during discovery they found threatening text messages from her husband to Diddy at a certain point. So they may want to use that. They're not sure. So basically they said that he is admitted in for certain portions of the testimony.
So hold on, but is he on the witness list?
They said after getting this information, they are considering using him, but they're not.
So, hold on. So now you just shook up the world. Because you just said that normally people were saying that you're supposed to have the witness list in before. But so now you're saying that they can update the witness list.
No, I said that. Like if something comes in last, like discovery, last minute, they could make updates. But generally,
it's not even Jag.
He most likely so they also do these things where they add a bajillion people to the witness list and they don't use all of them. So most likely he was already on that list and they just said, look, like we understand she wants him here. We're just not sure yet if we're going to call him. But he was probably already on it.
So he was in there today when she was testifying.
Yeah.
And what did you notice him?
I didn't look. I'm sorry. I know. And like, you guys have to understand, like a lot of the time, like this is me. I'm like, I'm just trying to get like all the stuff. So yeah.
Hey, anything that you have going on right now that you want to plug, because I'm going to tell everybody,
share the live.
You guys have to go subscribe to Lauren's channel, and I'm going to put a link to her channel, and I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat right now for everybody. I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat. Tell everybody a little bit about what you have going on, or if you have anything, if you have any books or anything you have coming, or anything you want to speak about.
I so appreciate you. Thank you. Well, you can follow me on YouTube.
We're not following you.
I have a podcast that is on The Outlier. And oh my gosh, Dolores, thank you so much for saying that I don't know a lot. No, I'm just kidding. I just happened to notice the chat. Sweet people.
Y'all don't
totally kidding. But yeah, you can follow me there. You can follow me on Twitter at Conlon_Lauren. I have 3 docs right now out on Fox Nation if anyone subs to those. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, that drama, the Karen Reed case, and Luigi Mangione. I'm all over that. If you watch Crime Nation on CW, I'm on the 2nd season of that. But yeah, I just thank you so much for having me.
And I'll just Chloe,
keep going. I'm like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I try really hard.
Here's the thing I like about her channel, you guys. And I'll pin the link to her channel at the top of the comments.
We're not
all you gotta do is click that little tab and then subscribe to her channel right now.
Nope.
But I like that you always put those short updates.
Nope.
So if you go to her channel, you guys, she comes out of the courtroom during the breaks. And she gives updates on what's going on. And I thought she did very, really detailed updates. And I thought it was good that you did that. So like I said, a lot of people are saying that they're subscribing to your channel now in the comments. So yeah, you guys got to follow her. Oh, and where can they follow you at on social media, on your Twitter and things like that?
Yeah, my Twitter is Conlon _Lauren, and then my Instagram is Lauren Emily Conlon. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. And yeah, you're amazing. I don't know. You're so good. How do you do this? You're so good.
Listen, I'm a boss, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna link back up probably in a week or so. I'm gonna try to link back up with you to get a new update because I want to see what your thoughts are in like a week or so after we get more, information and things like that. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think that Cassie's testimony is going to go all the way through tomorrow too? What's the feeling?
They haven't even really gotten into some of the...
Right. We ain't got Kid Cudi situation, none of this stuff.
No.
So she's going to be there for a while, right?
2 beers in a shot.
I would guess maybe till Thursday or Friday because of the cross-examination.
Real fast.
But yeah, definitely not done tomorrow.
We're not clocking your tea, man.
Or no, it's so hard to say sometimes. She's so pregnant. I feel like they want to get her done, but
but it depends on it because when they cross, then they may want to come back again and say something else and ask more questions. And then you never know if somebody comes up or some evidence comes up or things like that. So these trials can go crazy. Like you said, the YSL trial. How long was that predicted to go? And that went for like a year, right?
That trial is shameful. I don't even know. That was one of the longest trials in history, actually. I love Lil Woody. I'm so obsessed with him. He made that trial so good.
So that trial went almost a year, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you could have built a school with the.
But you don't think this trial will last?
You can't build nothing.
No. This, like I said, this judge is hardcore. He wants his summer. He wants to be out of there.
Soon she said it wasn't
okay. Well, I appreciate you. Everybody, y'all go subscribe to her channel.
Thank you
to everyone. You're all great.
We're not.
Except for the girl that told me that I don't know a lot. Everybody else is great. No, I'm just kidding.
You ain't got to worry about her. You don't have to worry about her.
Me, I'm not working out, but I happen to see it. So
yeah, you got a couple of hundred subscribers already. I'm seeing it right now on your channel. So you guys make sure y'all all click that link. It's pinned at the top of the live chat and go subscribe to her channel. And you guys can go check her shorts, her
Tell her,
updates.
Auntie.
And so tomorrow you're going to be, what time are you going to be at the courthouse tomorrow?
I'll be there, in the morning. So
okay. All right, then. We're going to be looking out for you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much for having me. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I appreciate you coming in, all right?
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay, no doubt. Salute everybody for coming in.
Salute, Tigger.
Y'all already know what it is. And again, man.
Y'all, that lady was lying through her, I don't know, veneers, teeth, whatever. She was lying. Oh, Nick, where you go, baby?
I'm here.
There's Nick.
I'm here.
Y'all, I cannot. That lady said there was no poison. There are people with PhDs behind their name. She don't have a PhD. She might even have off pH balance. I don't know. Something is off with. There is poison that mimic pneumonia. There's so many people that said it. I don't believe her. Just let's put it like that. No PhD, off pH balance. That is my diagnosis for tonight. So, hi everybody. I just wanted you guys to just take a look at what this buffoon was on Ticket TV's lying about. Because you know what? There is poison. How many people put a one in the chat if you've heard professionals say there is poison that can mimic pneumonia? Put a one in the chat if you've heard someone say that with credentials. Okay. While you're doing that, me and Nick, we just came together tonight because we didn't know. Thank you, Patricia Blair. If you guys have heard our tributes to Natania Reuben, if you guys know with Natania Reuben's background, put a one in the chat. Let's do this because we already taking ones for the live versus the non-live. If you know Natania Reuben's story, which is really Diddy's first surviving victim that still lives on this earth, put a 3 in the chat. If you don't know her story, please put a 4. Because then we can kind of tell you who she is. She's AKA the dopest nerd. Everybody on my channel, everybody on Jag's channel, everybody on Nick's channel, everybody on Temper's channel, everybody on a lot of our channels support Natania Reuben. She is a survivor. She is the epitome of strength. And all of her faith is in God. If you guys don't know who she is, back in 1999, I believe it was December 27th, 1999, she was at a nightclub. Has anybody ever heard of the New York City pow-powing that Diddy, Shine, and Diddy's other, he's now deceased, may rest in peace, bodyguard Wolf was involved in? She's the victim. She was pow-powed in the face. She survived the shooting, and she's been sounding an alarm for 25 years that it was P. Diddy, Puffy, a.k.a. Knowing the Hell Love. I don't know who he thought he was fooling, but he's not fooling us, a.k.a. the booty banding, a.k.a. the duty, what is Jack calling me? The Diddy do-wop bop, a.k.a. Baby or Bootleg King. Don't you jump up here no more, Delilah. She messing me up. I'm trying to roast and she messing me up. Can't even roast tonight. All of that. Pow this young lady, this beautiful soul, this beautiful woman in her face. She survived though. She was like night to night, not her life, not tonight. And she's been fighting for justice for the last 25 years. And as Diddy, Puffy, No Love, or whatever you want to call him, as he basically is on trial, she's still hurting for the fact that he got out of the charges that was supposed to be against him. He should have went down 25 years ago. and I will look to her analysis. Had he had went down 25 years ago, a lot of people that are no longer with us today would not have suffered their demise. A lot of the victims that have suffered, Cassie, Kim Porter, Albie Shore, Heavy D, allegedly Tupac, Biggie. A lot of these folk, I think Biggie and Pac were already gone, would not be in a situation that they are in today. They wouldn't be in their graves. They wouldn't be suffering all the turmoil that they went through just by the hands of this diabolical individual. And I'm not saying allegedly about that, because based off all the testimony, based off all the claims, all the accusations, everybody's not lying. Everybody's not lying. Dude, if you're homosexual, that's fine. Nobody hates. It's people that hate them. Who cares? But no normal person hates people's sexuality, right? Just come out the closet and be free. Why did you have to do what you did to all these kids, to allegedly, to these men, to these women that you abuse and victimize over decades, just so you can rise to fame? One time, I believe I heard, and I wish I had that video, he said, I'm the freest nigger in the world. That didn't age well, did he? Because you're not free. And I don't believe that you will ever be free on this side of this earth in life again. And when you cross over, unless you truly repent and take your punishment on this side of earth for the crime that you have committed against humanity, you will never be free on the other side. So I bring up Natania Reuben because I actually, believe it or not, guys, I met Natania before I even knew of Jag. Yeah. I met Natania on Tisa Tales Live.
Wow.
Yep, on Tisa Tales Live. And then I met Jag through Natania.
Wow, didn't know that either.
Yep, I met Jaguar Wright through Natania. And I just grown to love these two women because the strength that they, that they have, basically just telling the truth, standing up for what's right, caring about the victims. And I'm sorry about my camera, guys. I don't know what's going on. I'll get this right one day, but that's not important right now. Just their honor, their belief in their faith in God, their love for, humanity, the truth, for defending freedom, for standing up for what's right, and for trying to hold these celebrities, which are false idols, accountable for what they do to people just because they have millions of dollars. So what I want to do is I want to bring up me and Nick and I, we put together 2 tributes. And then we'll get to Jag later on. We got something brewing up for Jag, right, Nick? Yep. But right now we want to remember Natania, because I think about how I would feel if this butthead, or whatever you want to call him, it's not a word that I can really call him, this demon, this diabolical individual, this heartless soul, is on trial for the crimes of others, but he walks scot-free away from me. And it's just not right. How would you guys feel if you see somebody on trial for the crimes that they committed against others, but they got away with the crime that they committed against you? He powed her in her face. That's a headshot. She could have died. He could have took her away from her children. He could have took her away from her family. But God said not today. God said not so. God told her she would survive. And for that, I just really appreciate her. I love her. I look up to her, actually. Like, I want to be just like her when I grow up. Who wants to be like Natania Reuben when they grow up? Let me put up my left hand because you only can see half my face because Auntie is technically challenged. But I'm getting better, right? Yeah.
You are getting better.
Oh, thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up Nick's video because I don't think a lot of you guys, yes.
Auntie, it's in the back there. You can present it. I've just given you the file. Me.
Sure. Oh, in the back. Is it right here? Add storage. Girl, you got you. I go right to the show.
No big deal. No big deal. Just saying.
Everybody give it up for Nick.
Yo, honey, hey, Risa. Hey, sitting with.
Sitting back looking at a master class in serving straight whoop ass. I'm loving it.
Listen, I'm in the master class with you, my dear, and I told you that. With you. I have so much respect for this woman because she, like me, is not afraid to cry aloud and spare not. And listen, the passion comes from somewhere deeper and bigger than us. It is driven by God. It's why I have never been afraid, not one day, because it comes from God. This life we are walking through is a school.
Yes.
Okay? And I am in AP courses right now, and so is Jaguar. This life is a school, and in order for us to get to this level of resolute and firm resistance, we have to stand on integrity.
Now go follow Nick's Mountain Goat.
If I was a raggedy person, you think they would not have used whatever they could to drag me up and down the end of that street? I have walked with integrity since I was a child. And I would forego life because I was, if it did not, I can drop the link for you. I was not with it. And I love you, Jag. I love you. And I told you that. The level of respect. When I tell you so many people sent me videos with Jaguar Wright saying, what about Natania Reuben? I was like, oh my God. People are like, I didn't know you knew Jaguar. I said, I don't. And they were like, well, she talks about you all the time. I said, I love her for that. Every person that tried to make everyone forget. Say that once again.
They tried to make everyone forget.
That's right. That's right.
I wasn't going to let this.
Thank you. God bless you.
I need to say this to you because I wasn't going to pop today. I wanted to just watch like everyone else and call you after. Tell you I was watching. But I wanted to show up today just to say to you, anytime people ask a question about whether or not Diddy is the devil and know that your story actually happened, it baffles me. It baffles me. You have not wavered, not one time. You have told the exact same story consistently at this point now for decades. You have been gaslit. You have been lied on. You have been bullied. And I know what that's like because I'm there. I'm in those trenches with you. You know, the conversation that we had the other day is one I will never forget.
Me either.
And I can't wait to have more of those conversations with you.
Me too.
But I just wanted to, I wanted to just tell everyone here in the chat, everyone here watching, Replay Gang, trolls in the bushes or from outer space, you could never, ever imagine the dexterity it takes to have your life threatened, put into jeopardy, spared by God, and walk away this brilliant and resilient. What this woman suffered, most people are never the same if they survive. And look at her. Right, see, Jen. Only God make that happen. You know, everyone was running around thinking people was going to be in the White House forever. But see, God does what he wants to do, not what you want him to. A lot of people wanted this woman to be quiet. A lot of people wanted this woman to go away. A lot of people were mad that this woman wasn't some greedy street tramp.
Y'all hit the like button for Jaguar Wright and
another record deal.
Would you say that to me if it was a brain tumor I ended up with?
Probably.
Is there a limit on how many times I can voice my pain?
Probably. Because guess what? Everyone hates you. You want to know why they hate you? Because if they had your story, they would have took the money and signed the NDA, would have bought a Bentley, and would have done this and would have done that. They're mad at you. They actually see you not monetizing your... My apologies, someone called.
Okay.
But can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're perfect. You're perfect.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it didn't knock the sound out. But they're actually mad at you that an opportunity that they would have taken, you didn't.
Yeah.
They're really mad. They're like, it's sad. I don't know how many women I've heard say about R. Kelly surviving victims, and now even saying about Diddy. I'm hearing women say it about Diddy too. You should have been so lucky as to been assaulted by that person. I wish he would have assaulted me. I wish he would have paid me. Like, there are people who really think that little of their life, their selves, and their bodies that they see being victimized by a rich predator as an opportunity for their future. Am I lying, Natania?
You're not lying at all. I've had people say it to me. I've had people ask me, why don't you just be quiet and just go and take the money and be quiet? I'm like, what? I have too much integrity for that. I stand on the shoulders of my ancestors who suffered indignity after indignity. There's no way I'm going to make all that suffering in vain by coming here and taking $1 for my silence. My voice means too much. I tell you, 3 women sent me emails telling me they were going to unalive themselves and came across a video that I was on, heard me, and decided not to quit and decided to fight because of my voice. Suppose I wasn't there. That would be 3 more people out of this world. And God knows how many other people never wrote to me, but God forbid felt like that. I relish that. I know my life was not in vain, and neither was my suffering. God kept me here for a purpose. Who am I to disavow what he is trying to teach the world? Sometimes you got to sacrifice your life and be that vessel that God is using. If I'm a tool to teach people fortitude, faith, steadfastness, courage, I'm going to be that.
From the courthouse. Press corps, here I am.
Y'all introducing the defender of freedom, Miss Jaguar Wright herself.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Del?
Inside Edition.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? I'm Lauren. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can you just say and spell your name for me?
My name is Jaguar Wright, Jaguarwright.
Perfect, thank you so much. I mean, so how did
I wish Jag would pop in for
Oh,
you
I'm
guys.
sorry.
Thank you.
But she's very busy.
I mean, so how does it feel to be here? You've been talking about this for so long.
Yes.
How does it feel to be here at the trial?
It's good to take a stand and still be standing when it all comes to pass. It's good to be here. It's great to be here, to see everyone so engaged, so focused on an issue that needs to be addressed.
Pop up and
that's
pop
the
out
Diddy
and
issue.
show Negroes.
What do you hope the outcome of all this is?
I hope he's guilty of all charges. I hope they throw the book at him. I hope they throw him, it's the same. Nothing's changed for me, but it's not just him. And that's my greatest issue. And that's why I'm here, because it's not just him. I don't want to see the same thing happen in this case that happened in the R. Kelly case, because if that had been properly addressed, this would have been addressed back then. These people have been working together all in cahoots for all of this time, and it needs to all be addressed.
And like I said, we've been talking for years, saying this. I'm sure it felt like nobody was listening to you. So how does it feel that you're here now and people are recognizing that this is happening?
I'm glad it's not just me anymore. I'm glad it's someone else. I'm glad there are other people who need to be heard. I'll be sure. I'm glad they're hearing him. Cassie, I'm glad they're hearing her. Kim Porter, through, I'll be sure. I'm glad. Natania Reuben, I'm glad. All of these things. So yeah, it's mixed emotions, but I just know when you pray for something and God answers it, you should be happy.
Nick needs a new mind, guys.
Cruelty-free artistry, that's all that matters.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Sorry about that, guys. That was a quick one. Grand Rising. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Sorry. So yeah, here we are, Jackie on the spot. This is the job. Cruelty-free artistry. Let's go.
This song is dedicated to Natania Reuben and her friends who love and support her. The time for support is right now, as the trial of Sean Puff Diddy Combs commences. In December of 1999 in Manhattan, 25 years ago at Club New York, Puffy shot me. Puffy shot me in the face. you, Natania, and I'm here to support you during this trial. We want
J-Ho.
justice for you, Natania. We want justice for you, Natania. 25 years later, Natania spoke these beautiful words about how her mother saved her that fateful day. Here are Natania's words made into this song as our gift of love,
Justice for Natania.
strength and support. I'm so eternally grateful for my mother that day.
Hey.
When I was on that stretcher, I've told you guys, I've told you so many times I didn't wanna die, but I didn't feel a fight. I didn't wanna die, but I didn't feel a fight. I felt like I was just going with whatever was there. And I told my mother, I looked up at my mother and I said, tell my kids I love them, take care of my kids.
Everybody liked the video.
And my mother said, no.
The video.
You go in there.
Everybody's timeline.
You have that surgery. You get better. And you take care of your own kids. My name is Grandma.
Everybody knows that
your name is
Jaguar Wright,
Mother.
Defender of freedom.
You're gonna raise your own kids.
At the courthouse.
And I looked up at her and I was too afraid to not go fight. And I was like, yes, Mommy. It was like I was a 12-year-old again. I said, yes, Mommy, and I knew I better not fight, and I thank her for that. Because I didn't feel a fight. I felt myself slipping away from the moment I got hit. And I don't know if I tell you enough, Mommy, but I love you so much for that.
Hey.
Because I promise you,
hey.
I felt like I was slipping away, and I thank you for that. I felt like I was slipping away, but I'm here 25 years later. I'm here 25 years later.
You'll stand.
Shot me in the face. I saw it with my own eyes. I'm here 25 years later. 25 years later, Puffy shot me.
Yes, everybody put carrots in the chat for Natania Reuben, please.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Unfortunately, Mary's, he don't have no remorse for nothing he's ever done.
I saw it with
but he's holding a Bible. Blasphemy. Everybody give it up, give it up, give it up. Lovely, beautiful song, Nick. Thank you,
Auntie Leah.
You, You're welcome.
Now,
every song. Go ahead, baby.
Now, yeah, I would like to say a few words about that tribute. So I went up on Natania's 25th year anniversary surviving Diddy. And the reason I went up on that panel were those words that were in the song. It was a story that she told about her mother, that her mother saved her that day. Yeah. And I was so touched and moved. I thought, I've never been on a live, you know, I'm scared of public speaking, not so bad now, but I just really wanted to connect with Natania and let her know that story about her mother, it just moved me. I thought, wow, you know, her mum said, I'm not looking after your kids. You get better. You get up. And she said it with as much passion as came out in that song.
Yeah.
And I just, that's why, you know, when you talked about doing a tribute for Natania, I thought, well, you don't know, but I've already got the words.
You guys just don't know. It's always my idea, but Nick is the one that creates it behind the scene, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Love her. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I've ever since you know, coming across Jag and then coming across Natania, you know, there's just something so special about Natania Reuben. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I don't know. She's just a walking miracle.
She is. To me, Natania Reuben is her relationship with God. Because who would have this solid relationship with God if they were weak and they got shot in the head, right? Pow in the face. Who? Nobody but somebody that's real, authentic, and a true soldier, right? That's how, and that's what drew me to her. Like, nobody can tell me that she's not telling the truth. Nobody can tell me that she's not walking with God. Nobody can tell me that she did not see, like she said she saw, Puffy pow her.
With her own eyes.
No one can tell me. Right. 25 years later, she's still singing the same song.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's listen to the next song. Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. I wish she was here, but
I do too.
I can imagine this is a very, very difficult time for her. But that's why we're honoring her. We honor her. This is my video. Now, I made the video.
However, Natania's journey to success is very challenging. She is also a dedicated mother to her two children and profoundly loves music. Natania had always dreamed of becoming a singer, but her responsibilities as a mother and business owner often took priority. Despite her busy schedule, she occasionally hung out in the Times Square nightclub scene. But tragedy struck when Natania and her friends attended a celebrity-studded events filled with athletes, ballers, and bad boy artists such as Diddy and Shine. Natania and Shine were actually friends. They used to go to the studio together to record, but in the midst of festivities, a fight broke out and shots were fired. Natania was caught in the crossfire and struck in the face. Unfortunately, the media gave more sympathy to the celebrities involved and not the actual victims of the incident. Since then, Shine has apologized and stated he did not believe it was his weapon who hit her that night. For the Natania Reuben, that was my own girl. He knew Natania used to go to the studio with her and everything was everything, although we don't know if it was Mike Jordan, that hit her with the ricochet, because it was like full of a gun. And it was a terrible situation, because like I said, she was my friend, so I'm sorry that she had to suffer. Despite the odds, Natania pulled through and survived the traumatic incident, although the man she claims who shot her while in the hospital and on stand was acquitted on all charges.
Shaking my head. Let's be clear, they're both liars.
This song is dedicated to Natania Reuben from her friends who love and support her. The time for support is right now as the trial of Sean Puff Diddy Combs commences. In December of 1999 in Manhattan, 25 years ago at Club New York, Puffy shot me in the face. I saw it with my own eyes. We love you, Natania, and are here to support you during this trial. We want justice for you, Natania. We want justice for you, Natania. 25 years later, Natania spoke these beautiful words about how her mother saved her that fateful day. Here are Natania's words made into this song as our gift of love, strength, and support.
I had nothing to do with a shooting in the sub, and I feel terrible that people were hurt.
I'm so eternally grateful for my mother that day. When I was on a stretch, I told you guys, told you so many times I didn't want to die, but I didn't feel a fight.
The Manhattan District Attorney says Grammy-winning
I didn't want to die, but I didn't feel a fight.
Two loaded 9mm guns.
I felt like it was just,
Navigator,
I was just going with whatever was there.
After a shooting at a Midtown
and I told my mother,
I looked up at my mother and I said, tell my kids I love them, take care of my kids. And my mother said, no, you go in there, you have that surgery, you get better, and you take care of your own kids. My name is Grandma, your name is Mother, you're gonna raise your own kids. And I looked up at her and I was too afraid to not go fight. And I was like, yes, Mommy. It was like I was a 12-year-old again. I said, yes, Mommy, and I knew I better not fight. And I thank her for that, because I didn't feel a fight. I felt myself slipping away from the moment I got hit, and I don't know if I tell you enough, Mommy. I love you so much for that, because I promise you, I felt like I was slipping away, and I thank you for that. I felt like I was slipping away, but...
I am the woman who he shot in the face. December 27th, 1999. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-pow in the face. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice.
Sharice Myers, that she fell on top of Puffy during the shooting and said that he did not have a gun. But even as her testimony helped exonerate Puffy, it implicated Shine.
I'm telling you that she's lying. And you saying, hey, well, she helping me. But I'm facing 25 years. And you looking at probation. You don't have to hold my hand. You don't have to do nothing, but don't try to hurt me.
Although only Combs' associate Jamal Barrow faces attempted murder charges, this is not Combs' first run-in with the law. I did not force anybody or tell anybody to say anything that would damage or hurt Shine's case. I just wouldn't do that. That would not be my intent. Right now, my life is positive, and I'm gonna keep it like that.
It's the legal drama involving rapper and music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. A new lawsuit filed by a producer and videographer on Diddy's latest project.
This is the 5th lawsuit against Diddy since November. The first one, filed by his ex, Cassie, was settled.
In this lawsuit with the producer Little Rod, as a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call them.
Justice for Natania in the comments, please.
Lawsuit that has come out involving producer Little Rod.
Reopen
so
the
basically
case
his last two
comments,
lawsuits,
please.
or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns in nightclubs and wherever they went.
Reopen the case. Justice for Natania in the comments.
Like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me, and I'm going to tell you why.
While we at it, Justice for Ariana
Day. This lawsuit
Day.
With the producer Little Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let Shine take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999.
Justice for Natania.
Club New York.
Justice for Ariana Day.
I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial.
Justice
it is in
for
the record.
Jaguar
They
Wright.
all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Little Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let Shine take the fall for it. I shot them people. Well. It only took 24 whole years.
This song is dedicated to Natania Reuben from her friends who love and support her. The time for supporters right now as the trial of Sean Puff Diddy Combs commences. In December of 1999 in Manhattan,
you ain't seen nothing yet.
25.
Not only did he pew in the face, he also set off a course of harassment against me for the past
police facts in the West Dock. My brother Odell.
When I tell you the things I went through, there was a time.
We love you, Natania, and are here to support you during this trial.
Where everyone to go subscribe to his channel.
Got 7 flats on my blanket. 7 at the same time in a 2-year span. 7
we want
on the same fire, and they were all new.
25 years later, Natania spoke these beautiful words about how her mother saved her that fateful day. Here are Natania's words made into this song as our gift of love, strength, and support.
Victimized by him, and then successfully sue him and get paid. And he had to pay me out of his
eternally
pocket.
Grateful
Never got
West Sider.
On that stretch, I've told you guys, I've told you so many times I didn't want to die, but I
didn't feel
inspiring and
with you
peering up the club.
Amanda, please.
I didn't want to die, but I didn't feel afraid.
You're still
I felt like it was just,
witness,
I was just going with whatever was there. And I told my mother, I looked up at my mother and I said, tell my kids I love them, take care of my kids. And my mother said, no, you go in there, you have that surgery, you get better, and you take care of your own kids. My name is Grandma, your name is Mother, you gonna raise your own kids. And I looked up at her and I was so afraid to not go fight. And I was like, yes, Mommy. It was like I was a 12-year-old again. I said, yes, Mommy, and I knew I better not fight. And I thanked her for that, because I didn't feel a fight. I felt myself slipping away from the moment I got hit, and I don't know if I tell you enough, Mommy. I love you so much for that, because I promise you, I felt like I was slipping away, and I thank you for that. I felt like I was slipping away.
Youngins on the internet that ain't even old enough, that weren't even alive when it happened, arguing me down, cussing me out, calling me everything but a child of God. Go check Instagram, it's there. Harassing my life. Harassing me. Oh, you lying. He didn't do that to you. You just want clout. You just chase clout. What is that to chase clout about? How is that clout chase worthy? It doesn't even make sense. Well, I guess it would make sense if somebody also grabbed your nose link. I will have my say. I will have my say. Hashtag having my say.
And hashtag having my say.
In the face, I saw it with my own eyes.
Nothing yet.
I saw
I've had my say. The best, and the rest is yet to come.
All right, guys. I want to really appreciate you guys stopping by to chill with Kicking It with Auntie Leah and Nick and the rest of us. Everybody, if you don't know, Jag is actually in New York. While this rumor is floating around YouTube for months that she has warrants on her life, but she's not on the do not fly list. That don't make sense. I actually told OG Patrice that when I was on Queen Amadam Shakira's show today. I said, you're saying that she needs to run from all these warrants. You're saying she needs to hide. But hello, if she had warrants, she wouldn't be able to fly. And if she had warrants, why is she on the court at the courthouse? Y'all need to stop y'all unfounded. Who do we have on here? Do we have anybody else? Okay. No, I don't see anybody else. Unfounded lies that you guys continue to put up on YouTube and spreading around. Is somebody else here? I don't think so. Somebody's not here. Somebody. But anyway, do not believe everything that you see about Jag on social media. There is a cult following of people that is spreading misinformation around all platforms about Jaguar Wright. It's a lie, guys. We've already debunked some of them, and we're trying to get into some other, Nick and I and some other folk are trying to get into some other lies that are being spread that we will debunk here in the future. They're lies. All people do is spread lies. They never come with proof. Just spread lies. She has no warrants. If she had warrants, she wouldn't be on the courthouse in New York. I know the hell I wouldn't be. Right? So I'll call you out. Everybody know Auntie Leah will call you out. So when I call you out, they don't respond because they know I got something to back it up. Cut it out, y'all. And there's this owl flying around social media, gathering whoever she thinks that she needs to gather to spread information. Nick, what was that she had somebody on her platform? Yes, was it today or yesterday? I think I had the. You sent me the.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I think. Oh, I get confused with my yesterday and your yesterday.
Well, I'm going to put something together about that. Probably, hopefully, drop it tomorrow. Somebody's trying to call the police while she's in New York, trying to cover Diddy. Go ahead, Nick. Tell us about it.
Yeah,
you saw it.
I saw it. Yeah, it was somebody called Cleo. I'll just say that much of her name.
Somebody tell Cleo, Auntie Leah ain't never scared. But go ahead. Never.
Yeah, she was. Her and Maggie were plotting to call the police on Jag while she was out the front, and they called the Attorney General's office, and he said, "What are you calling us for? Not our problem." And then they were directed to call 911, which I don't know if they did. But.
I think it's sad. I think it's sick. I think it's diabolical. I think that they're lazy and don't want to get a job. These are so-called content creators on YouTube trying to get a paycheck. And what's so sickening about the owl, and I have not let up off of her, she doesn't consume me, right? She doesn't consume my mental. She doesn't consume my time. No. I have a husband and a family, right? And a job. So she doesn't just consume me. But I will circle back to this owl that continues, let me just pull it up, to always, every single day, post stuff about Jag, surround or build her content or her live chat or panel around Jaguar Wright. Maggie, we're sick of it, Al. I meant to say no name because I don't like you, never did. I was only a moderator for you because of Jaguar Wright. Never liked you. Let's just be honest about it. Always
she gets offended about being associated.
Weird Auntie Leah, about you. Always thought something was deranged about you.
Auntie, I've dropped some image files in the back there for you. You can throw them up on the screen whenever you like.
Okay, let's put Nick's first image file up. Nick, tell us about this. Nick, tell us about that. It's on the screen.
Yeah, hang on, my phone, house phone's ringing. Hang on.
Just probably the owl begging you to take it down. Oh, scary ass.
So
what's she going?
These are just some thumbnails I'm going to be putting up for some lives that are coming, and feel free to use them too. I'm just going to make them real simple. when I'm debunking something, I'm
right to the show. No big deal. No big deal. No big deal. Just saying.
No, just the image
Sorry
files.
about that, guys. I thought that was a different. I thought there was another one. I'm sorry, guys.
I'll take that.
Go ahead.
I'll take that down. Yeah, I'll take that one down. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm just going to have some real punchy sort of thumbnails, just with one name on them, and anyone's name could appear there on some upcoming lives that I'm going to do. So yeah, okay. She's on the list, and when we debunk something, I'm going to use
Hold
that
on,
debunk.
Nick. Hold on. I got to respond. Hold on, Nick. I got to respond to Temper. Temper, you go Ishi house. That's your thing. I go live. Nick go live, and she make videos. So she's in between. I go live. Temper, go follow him. You make the videos. I do both. Okay, babe? All right, let's go.
She's really proud of her messy house. She leaves it there just so that people can comment on it, and it's really weird. It's a bit sad that she's
make it rain. Go ahead.
And she'll be wanting it to rain because her basement dweller has moved out, and I wonder if it was because she was yapping her yapper, her pie hole all day and all night when he was living downstairs. So that guy's moved out. She'll be
say, man. Okay. We want a tsunami. Fuck the rain. Oh, Jesus! Let me.
I want to talk. Hey! I want to talk to Madgie's basement dweller. I want to talk to him.
Lord, he probably got tired. She wouldn't clean up the kitchen. She had no toilet paper.
Maybe she was just dropping her bag of rubbish that always sits in the kitchen just down in front of his front door.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the smell.
On Vienna sausages and shit. Yeah, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. Oh Lord, the best thing that happened to me is when she turned against Dad, because I got tired of modding for that. Oh, I said what I said. I'm sorry, y'all.
So I've got a couple of people in my chat, and one of them, Sam, she's a fellow Aussie, and she's saying, Madgie makes me drained.
That's better. Makes me drain, make me drained.
Yeah, down the drain.
We gonna run that drain. Turbo.
Yep.
I'm so sick of her, y'all. I'm sick of her. Let me show you what she's doing today. Hold on. Nick, hold on, babe. I just gotta show the babies what the fam, what I'm tired and sick of seeing.
Yep.
Then guys, we all got to get up. It's 10:43. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna be making wrong decisions on loan. I hope y'all didn't apply at the company I work for, because I'm gonna underwrite y'all shit wrong. But anyway, look at this. Sick of her. Jag. Scheduled for 5/19. Y'all, that's 6 days from now. You still talking about Jag. She don't talk about you. She ain't thinking about you.
Nope.
She don't care about you, Canada. Why are people so divided about Maggie? Ain't nobody divided about you. We wish you was STFU. Go ahead, Nick. Do the honors.
We can't come down on Canada just because of Maggie. That's not okay.
No,
we're not doing that.
No. I want you to tell the people what we wish you do.
Yep, and with Maggie only speaking English, so she says. There's no allegedly. This is what she says. For only the last 10 years.
Wait a minute, Nick.
What?
You skipping over this? Nick's want her to shut the fuck up. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Nick. I'm gonna let you continue.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, I think we need to play her roast song. I'll cue that up in a second. You know, Maggie said she's only spoken English for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So how was she born in Canada?
Maggie was like, man, I don't believe nothing she say.
No, I don't either.
I don't.
She's messy.
I'm sick of this though. Y'all see this? Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright. Man, Al, what's your name? Can you give me your first and last name, please? Because you done forgot about self.
Mm-hmm.
And you have consumed Jaguar Wright, who's not thinking about you, ma'am. I'm going to need you to move on. You said you was abused. You said you was a part of a cult, which is a lie. You know why she a lie? Because who remembers when Jag and Ticket TV fell out? So the one in the chat, if you remember when Jaguar Wright and Ticket TV fell out, I'm going to debunk that lie right now. She was like, I was controlled. I couldn't talk to who I wanted to talk to. I was in a cult. I was this. Y'all know that I still, y'all just seen that I moderate for Ticket TV as I moderate for Jaguar Wright. So you're lying. She does not control who you follow. She does not control who you like. She does not control what vintage, what channel you visit. She does not intervene. Or she would have asked Auntie Leah, who she highly respects as her moderator, to stop modding for Ticket TV. She has not ever brought that up. So stop the lies. It's lies. Right. She does not do that.
Auntie Leah, I dropped the barbecue video in the back there.
Follow her, love her, follow her at her free will. There is no call. Cut out. All right. Cut it out. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
That's right. So I dropped the Maggie barbecue video in the back there when you're ready.
Yeah. Nick on her ass. You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, go on.
So funny. Nice. And I promise we're gonna let y'all go after this.
This girl is acting as if being slightly above average is some type of like phenomenon. I'm like, girl, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Pull it up because I'm on.
So yeah, those two bitches.
Hold on, Nick. The reason why I'm going to pull it up, StreamYard taught me that it's better to use Chrome and you don't get the lag. And I think I have a lag. Are you using Chrome?
Yep. I'm using Chrome.
Will you do your videos?
Yep, I'm using Chrome.
What the heck? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to try to put it up. If it's no better, then I'm going to go back to what you...
Or I'll give you the link. Okay? I'll give you the link. I can give you the video link that's on the YouTube link. That might work better.
That might be it because it has kind of a lag for some reason.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know why.
Give me 1 second, 1 moment.
You got the link in there?
1 second.
Okay.
All right. Pause.
Because I do have it.
Yeah. Copy. Now, where will I put the link for you? In the back? In the chat? I'll put it in the chat in the private chat. Here you go. I'll put it in the private chat for you. There you go.
All right. Well, all right. Let's do it. Because I done already pulled it up on your YouTube page, girl.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if we can pull it up. You see it?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
This girl is acting as if being slightly above average is some type of like
Amanda
phenomenon.
I'm
like, girl, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Amanda, please drop 2K's.
So yeah, those two bitches here. First, she's gonna be like having a whole reaction to me calling her a bitch, but she's gonna look at motherfucking Archangel. No, work, stupid thing. I found him and I'm not letting him go. There you go. She looks at Archangel, you know, that dude. And she's like, seem nice to me. Seem kind to me. I don't think there is nothing dangerous about that man. What the actual fuck? The man had a freaking accent in his hand and he was talking about you. Yeah, I would never talk to a man like this man threatened me with the action too. She didn't think about the fact that she threatened her too. He threatened me, believe that asshole will never be on my platform. You crazy whore. But then you're gonna be like, oh my god. Archangel, that's what my chart I don't do. I'm like, oh, you're not well. You're not well. We all know that in Hollywood, they cast to be prettier. Okay? The dude had a motherfucking accent on him, saying that he was gonna find us. And she's like, oh, Archangel, you deserve forgiveness. Come in my home, my love. I'm like, you are so dumb. You are weird. You are a weirdo, okay? I am sorry. This is motherfucking Archangel. Nobody can tell me it's not Archangel. Look at him. That's not Archangel. Really, people? Look at him. Tell me that's not Archangel. Look at him. Tell me that's not Archangel. But here she is. Being like, oh, my good friend, my old friend who threatened me with an accent. But Maggie insulted me. I'm like,
sit your ass down. What are you doing up there? Get out, Delilah.
We need, like, each time we talk about a character, we need a picture of them. Okay, we cannot talk about a character without having a picture of them. So, yes. While Archangel is threatening her with an axe, she's like, you know what? He's not that bad. I think I can fix him. Why is fucking Nick sending me another thing? Girl, forget about me, okay? Thank you so much. Girl, forget about me, okay? Thank you so much. Girl, forget about me, okay? Thank you so much. I think I can fix him.
Nick Mountain Goat. Bravissimo! Bravissimo! Sublime! That was beautiful. Beautiful.
God parted the Red Sea. He accidentally parted those teeth. She got this gap as wide as the Red Sea. Let's go tell her that, you know, it was a miracle performed. He parted the gap, okay? I'm just saying, you know, I try not to be messy, but still got on my last string of nerve. But guys, I want you to know, family, I really appreciate you guys being here and spending this time with me and with Nick. One day, come back. Jackie will pop up. She popped up before. She'll pop up and she'll hop on the panel. Right now, she's busy. She's in New York being a defender of freedom, trying to cover the Diddy trial. So everybody subscribe. Please subscribe to every link that we post in the chat. We love you. We appreciate you. If you didn't like as you came in, if you didn't subscribe as you came in, if you didn't hit all notifications or comment as you came in, please do so as you go out. Again, we love you. In this community, Jag Country, Jag Nation, Jagarism, the Dopers Nerd Herds, West Siders, you name it, that's who we are in this crew. The Messy Mafia, right, Amanda? We all love each other. We all respect each other, and we all back each other. We all support each other. So I want to say thank you for coming here. You guys get some rest. I got to get up and go to work in the morning. I love you. Anything you want to say, Nick?
No, thank you. And thank you for letting me stream this to my channel as well. So we're live on both.
We a team. You the producer. I create.
Yep.
Well, you create too. I ain't gonna leave you out of that. You create too. But we're awesome team, right, guys? So again, we'll be on live again soon. We're working on something to honor Jack as the defender of freedom. Please stay tuned. Please share the live. Please tell your friends. Please tell your family. Let's get Natania's story out there. And let's please support Jack by telling the truth and debunking these lies that are out there in cyber world. You guys be blessed.
Us.
And support us too.
Yep.
Support us too. Because we're real. We're not going to talk about lies. We're not going to talk. I never will have a clickbait title. What I say, I'm going to talk about. All right. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon.
All right. See you. Bye. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe. Come back again. Yeah. Now we are going. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for coming. See you next time. Thanks for kicking in.